Check, 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 check. Hey, can you guys say something really quick?
Hello,
Testing.
Okay,
welcome to the
good.
live stream.
Woo.
And when you guys go to our Twitter, does it show that we're streaming?
Let's see.
I mean, there's the post you just made. I see ourselves on that.
Is it
But there's
streaming
no.
though?
Yeah.
It is?
Uh.
Wait, I went to the wrong one. The Kpopcast. Oh yeah, check.
So we're live.
It's coming through.
It's coming through? And we can be
Yeah.
heard?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, one last
Yeah, it's a little delayed, but yeah, I think it's playing all the way.
check, check, check,
Nice.
check. Mic check 1, 2. Check, check, check. Mic check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Mic check. Green eggs and ham. Microphone testing 1, 2. Check, check, check. Okay. Okie dokie. And I think check, 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 check. Okay. You guys ready to go?
Yeah, should I start recording?
Yeah, start
I'm
recording.
sending the link out. I'm retweeting.
Also, hello, live streamers, people watching us live. There's the camera. This is a raw, unfiltered take of us recording the Kpopcast, and tonight we're discussing Chung Ha, and I'm woefully underprepared for this recording, but we'll wing it. We'll do great. So,
Yep.
all right,
Doing it live. Do it
Do
live.
Okay.
Okay, recording?
Yeah, recording.
Okay, everyone start their audio recording. Boom.
Welcome to the Kpopcast. I'm your resident Chung Ha stan and live stream K-pop DJ, and I am joined by our main visual, main dancer, and main vocalist, Stephanie.
Hello, hello. I am also a resident Chung Ha stan, along with all those things.
Sorry, I was trying to adjust things at the same time. And welcoming back Yi Dragon himself, aka Armor. What's going on, Armor?
Hey, it's great to be back. Chung Ha's up there with BTS and G-Dragon as my favorite all-time K-pop idol. And so excited to be here.
Along with Soyeon, of course.
Of course, yes. Yes, PLO.
And today we'll be talking about Chung Ha's Stay Tonight.
Letting you know if this song is daebak or not.
But before we dive into that, first, our hit replays.
Hit replays are songs we recommend that you all listen to on replay for the week. So, Stephanie, tell us what your hit replay is.
Well, when my girl Hotfelt or Yeun
Yeah.
released her album along with like a bajillion music videos, I knew it had to be one of them, but it was hard to choose. Ultimately, I went with Cigar, which has, an airy, distant, hazy feel, all until that drop. Boom. There's like bass in the chorus that just like pushed this song over the line for me, but the whole album is really nice, essential R&B.
Yeah, I feel like, oh, by the way, when you say your girl, I think you meant to say your Wonder Girl. I think she's really going hard for that more artsy flavor. So for those of you who like to be highbrow about your K-pop music, you should definitely check out everything Hot.
Pinky out.
Yeah.
All right, Amr, what have you been listening to?
So my, so my hit replay is Zico's Any Song. I know it's not that recent.
It's the TikTok song.
Is it? I know that one.
Mm-hmm. That he does with Chung Ha, right?
Yeah, with Chung Ha. And yeah, it's just so catchy and it's fun. I like just having it on and it's just super low stakes, which is great because things are stressful as hell right now. So,
Oh
my
no.
jam.
Yeah, I love it too.
All right, Pilo, round us out. What's your hit replay?
So I was not expecting to like this song at all, but here we are. It's from an Ago girl group, and Stephanie, I'm gonna need you to help me pronounce the name here.
That would be Gongwan Sonya.
Or GWSN, and their song Bazooka.
Bazooka.
And you think it would go hard, like maybe something that would be like big room house, but it's actually more of your like really chill house. And I like it because if you like 2 PM's Crazy or what is it, Chinese View, this was right up in there, and like that the more chill house category. And it's got a very progressive vibe in the chord progression, and or pardon me, it's got a very great. I love the chord progression of the song, and it's got a very seamless transition and flow throughout, beginning to end. So it's primarily for the instrumental that I love this song.
Nice.
Cool.
Moving on to our Daebak or not for Chung Ha Stay Tonight.
Stay tonight. It is stuck in my head.
I'm not
I
going to
don't
try
know.
to join you.
I don't know many of the lyrics. I just sing that one.
That's all that matters, right? Like we're into K-pop for the English hook and the chorus.
Stay.
Yeah.
Like that's all you need to know.
Oh, that part's so good.
Yeah. Who's doing message lyrics? Is that just
I don't know. Does
Okay, all
anyone?
right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got it. So, I was surprised to learn, even though it says it all over the video titles and trailer teaser titles, that this is a pre-release single. This is not necessarily the title track. It's like just one of the many tracks on the upcoming album. So I was like, dang, wow. I don't know.
We saw
That's
other groups
nuts.
try doing that, right? With like, what, Blackpink for a while, they were always doing 2 songs as the quote unquote title track. We've seen incredibly high production cinematic teasers in air quotes,
Quote unquote, yeah.
from like BTS, which are like full on productions and songs and orchestras and stuff in themselves. So maybe it's not entirely unprecedented. Even everything Luna, like for the longest time, all of that was a
Does
pre-release.
Luna like ever release a title track? It seems like it's all pre-release.
Well,
all
now they're in
mini
title
albums.
track territory. Now that they've debuted as like a 12-member group, but
Got it.
yeah, I mean, I think it's just variations on what we're deciding to call.
Sure.
Like what we want people to pay attention to.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's an epic track, and if this is a pre-release, I'm excited for what the title track's going to be.
Yeah.
Well, you won't have to wait that long because the second single comes out next week, May 12th, and it's featuring another R&B hit maker, Zion T.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Zion is like really big in Korea. I feel like less so by international fans, but huge in Korea.
Yeah, he's been in the game a long time and has excellent vocals, so I'm excited for their little duet.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything Chung Ha puts out, I'm here for it.
just as a rule, it's like, oh, Chung Ha
Whatever.
put her name behind it. Okay, I guess I have to like it. So
Yeah.
one might say the same about Soyeon.
True. Then last thing, just logistically, this is Chung Ha's first release after signing with a U.S. talent agency called ICM Partners. I have a quote here from Vice President John Pleader, who says, Chung Ha, with her musical talent and English communication skills, has the potential to be active as a pop singer or Hollywood actor in the U.S.
Well, Homegirl's from Austin,
Breaking news.
right? Where is she from?
Yeah, what do you mean English communication
Dallas,
skills?
right?
She's like,
I mean,
Pretty
she
much
grew
grew up here.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going with the marketing.
She's so articulate, Peter. You don't
yeah, there's a little of that in there.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
buddy. All right,
Oh,
this is
boy.
probably some
Hollywood
old
actor?
dude.
Is she going to be in some of our favorite shows and movies? That's what I'm looking for.
I hope so.
There have been times where we've seen our K-pop idols break into to drama acting, and I think maybe there's incentive to do that because it's more lucrative and stable future for them, but like just for me as a consumer, I don't consume any of that stuff. Like unless it's like what is it, Crash Landing Over You or Itaewon, like the latest current hits and dramas. Like I don't really follow each of the idols, so I'm hoping that she can actually continue doing the music thing because she's doing it so well, you guys. The music and the dancing she nails, and like that's what we want more of. That's what we're always hungry for.
That's true. That's
I guess
true.
Like at least from ICM partners' perspective, what's more lucrative? What's gonna generate more money here?
Yeah, that's true. You could sign on to be in a show for like a whole year, a whole season, and that's probably more than putting out a single. But
yeah. Okay.
Moving on to the lyrics.
Yeah. Should I tee you up for that, Stephanie? I feel like maybe you should cover it. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, I was just gonna breeze through it pretty much. But the
here,
right.
let me just so we have like interact like different voices. Or Amr, do you want to say something to introduce Stephanie to talk about the lyrics? Or is there anything that we want to say about the message? We didn't really talk about the message of this.
We didn't. Yeah, I was gonna try and transition with but what is the song about? It's called Stay Tonight. The most memorable lyrics for me are like stay tonight. So the message is pretty clear, right? Like combined with the audio, combined with the visuals, which we're going to go into later, we have such like party, dance the night away lyrics, like such as like fireworks that are exploding. I'm spreading myself towards you. So she's opening up, she's dancing, she's coming your way. Drunk with the scent of the night, you don't need to stop. Deeply come into me so I can't move anymore. Stay with me. So there's some seductive flavor here, y'all.
Yeah, that's super sultry.
Woo!
You might even say ratchet.
What?
Ratchet?
That is Ratchet and Chung Ha like do not belong together in the same sentence. I might say that for other K-pop idols, possibly. I don't know. I haven't seen like the Hood in Korea, but I you mean to say that she gets
nothing
down.
nothing she can do is ratchet, but this is as overt as can be a sexual message. I'm into it. Rawr.
Deeply come into me. Okay.
Okay, we don't need to hone in on that.
I don't know what you guys
Let's
are
move
thinking.
along. Yeah.
Oh,
so
like Vogue guys.
So I mean it's not too different from the message of gotta go.
Right.
Yoldushi, it's 12 midnight. I'm having such a great time with you, but I gotta go but don't want to. So she's been playing with these themes of desire and like forbidden hooking up for a little while.
Yeah, so something I've been wondering, and maybe I don't know, Stephanie, if you saw it in any of the Korean parts of the lyrics that you might have heard or anything that teased at it possibly, but I've actually, and maybe our listeners, maybe you guys can tell us, but I've wondered, could this potentially be an icon, an anthem for the LGBTQ plus community? Because like I don't know, like just the vibes, the concept I'm getting from it, really in the visuals, honestly, from all the backup dancers, the male backup dancers, and they're like, I would call androgynous looks and high heels. Makes me think that this might be coming in some of that territory in the same way that Lady Gaga first did before she blew up. That she was really going hard for the gay community. So. I don't know. Little monsters.
Yeah,
right?
I think, I mean, definitely, like we can see that influence and get into it more in the choreo, but there's nothing about the lyrics that stands out to me as LGBT specific. But hey, listeners, let us know if you heard some undertones.
Yeah. Speaking of desire, I think the visuals of this video definitely play into that. Lots of glitter, hair, flips, heels, and glam. Peter was already talking about the male dancers and the high heels. I think there's a lot of that in this video. touching on a lot of just like that drag look. Drag queens are cool, and they come out really strong in this video. And the dancers are all just killing it. Like the title says, slaying tonight. Chung Ha slays, the dancers slay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not super familiar with K-pop. I know that this has been played with a lot in the United States, but I don't know if this is common for K-pop songs to kind of lean hard on the drag stuff, and kind of the gender bending. So it's cool to see that, and really, it gives the video real saucy, real edgy,
Yeah,
vibe.
totally. I mean, to your question, Amr, we have seen drag in K-pop before. Brown Eyed Girls' last comeback was all about highlighting drag queens, and even from SNSD was it All Night? They were front and center. So I think Korea is becoming more and more comfortable with acknowledging that as a mainstream part of their culture.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so much for that throwback. Like, what's it called? Retrofuturism, possibly, but like 90s is really what I'm getting. 90s house is what this concept is all about.
Okay.
But glamorized in 2020. Like we're seeing, what is it? The like you're looking at something through glass and you're kind of seeing the streaks, like not I wouldn't call it lens flares, but like the stretching of the sparkles throughout the visuals. It's that same sort of like vintage vibe and feel that one might get from that 90s house era of sound.
There's that hand that she sits on that makes me think of the same kind of style.
Yeah, and I mean, along that hand, it kind of reminds me of like a 90s Vogue photo shoot. High fashion. This is, by the way, this is a really good song for the runway. And actually, when you look at songs for the runway, a lot of DJs do this. They actually try to count the beats per step for each of the runway models, so that they can like, oh, it needs to be at this tempo. The song needs to be at this tempo. And we need to play the instrumental breakdown for this long so that the model can go from one end to back. And this is a perfect song, actually, just for that purpose.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know anything
Peter,
about that.
Are you hinting that you might have personal experience either DJing for a fashion show or walking in fashion show or both? Let's hear it.
No, nothing like serious. Like things that if you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, you know, there's Westfield Valley Fair. That's like a major mall.
Oh yeah.
Here in the Bay Area. So like often, like occasionally, when I was more active as a DJ, they'd have gigs where they'd have runway events there. And this was like more learnings that I inherited from other DJs and just the global DJ community. I'm just asking them, like, guys, what should I do for a runway event? And this is what they advise. And then me employing that in action, it's like, okay, I can see why it makes sense and it all comes together. So that's my only personal experience on that.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. I mean, I'll just, before we round out, before we round out of this section, say that this video is glitz, sparkles, gems, diamonds done right. Right? It doesn't look gaudy.
Nope.
This is glamorous, high class. Just like she's draped in all kinds of jewels, and I think she has a lip ring at one point, and the same kind of rings are going through the braids in her hair. So like, shout out to the fashion designers, the art direction for this video, for just like, definitely doing a Vogue photo shoot.
That was not without controversy, however, right? So some people have accused her for appropriating that style of the lip ring and the hair beads as something maybe similar to the Desi style of fashion. And I am not enough of an expert to comment on it, but allegations have been made.
Ooh, allegations. Put her on the stand. She'll win. It's fine. I'll say it right here. No, but that's a constant.
Sure. If you look at Chung Ha's progression as an artist and each of her concepts and styles, I think we're seeing her really carve in on this theme and concept. Like if you've gone from what was it, Gotta Go to Snapping, and then you look at Snapping to here, it's like, okay, I can see how we got from A to C. Like, I mean, Snapping to Stay Tonight, very visually like cohesive. Like you could have those, like if you're playing a music video of one version and then playing the music video, if you're playing the music video of Stay Tonight and then you're playing the music video of Snapping and you just like move back and forth, it could work. You might mistake them for being in the same song in either case, because they are so visually cohesive and together.
They might share a couple of the same sets.
Possibly.
Actually, yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Someone should do a side by side.
Yeah. Shall we talk
But yeah,
about...
I mean, what's... No, yeah, go ahead.
Shall we talk about the dancing?
Yes. I thought you'd never ask.
I want to say one last thing about the visuals. There's this shot in the middle of the video where it looks like she's about to lay down on this group of dancers. And by the time the shot is over, you can tell that it's actually a mirror from the floor.
Yeah.
It's like upside down. And then I just thought that was really cool. I wanted to shout out that was really cool.
And that's not the first time that we've seen Chung Ha do that. I mean, she's done that in so many of her music videos, especially Snapping. We saw similar use of both
playing
water
with reflections.
and reflections, in Snapping. I believe we even saw it in like, I want to say like Roller Coaster, possibly not, or Why Don't You Know? Sorry, I've been a fan
I
of
can't
Chung Ha
remember
for a while.
what live this was, but I think during an awards show this past winter, she had a live performance where she made it look like she's dancing with a twin, a mirror image. I still don't know how she did that, but she does like to play with the reflections and the light and dark duality, which we can see in full force in the choreo. Woo! So this choreo is all about voguing and whacking.
Yes. Yeah.
You are not familiar with these styles. I believe they originated in the Black LGBT community here in the States. Was it the 70s, 80s where that started? Yeah, someone tell me. But we are seeing a resurgence of, voguing becoming more popular. It's a style characterized by really, I think, making your arms. It's a style characterized by moving your arms and wrists in such sharp, tight formations to frame your face, frame your body, make it look like you are in a Vogue photo shoot, like you're in a fashion show. Okay, everyone's doing it on the live stream right now. Exactly. Yes, perfect, guys.
We're not doing it well.
Yeah, terribly.
We're doing it. It's so much fun. It plays off that high fashion theme and turns it into dance. It's definitely, it takes influence from more classical ballet forms, and then also incorporates like hip hop, like the sharpness of the moves, the sharpness of your elbows and your wrists and your fingers is really important. So Chung Ha clearly, I mean, you just know from watching her in the auditions in the past, watching her go through the survival shows, that she's known how to vogue and whack for a while. And to see her just like take it to the edge with this choreo, like showing that she knows not just like a caricature of the form, but she could compete with the best of them. With the details, with the subtle things, with the formations that look like a flower opening and closing. So it's beautiful, aesthetically pleasing to watch, and clearly technically advanced choreo that will take me about 2.8 years to learn.
Yeah, I'm so glad you called that out, Stephanie. Like from the very first beat of this song, and when we see it in the music video, that flower opening, like when I saw that and I heard that beat, I was like, I got goosebumps. And I knew I was in for another Chung Ha classic. Like right away, we knew we were in for a treat with that. And Chung Ha, like, guys, if you track the Western reception of an artist and how it's being received by the K-pop scene, the community, the fandom community. So much of that scene is influenced by the dancers, the dance cover groups, and this is a song for that crowd. I mean, this is one that they'll be excited to do. I just feel bad because we're in COVID-19, so no one can get together. But those backup dancers, they really sell this piece. Like the backup dancers are just as much a part of the song as Chung Ha herself, I would argue.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, huge part of the song.
Yeah.
On that note, I wanted to. On that note, Chung Ha is quoted as saying she actually does not like the term backup dancer because she feels that the dancers are also artists that help to perfect and draw the picture that the singer is painting. Like they are on stage right alongside her, not in the back. And I totally agree. Many times in the music video, my eyes are drawn to one of the dancers and the looks they're serving and how they are just killing the dance, especially the dudes in heels with black lipstick. Yes.
Yeah.
You better work.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she have another name for them besides backup dancer?
Yeah.
Probably she just takes the word backup off and calls them, dancers, artists that she's working with.
Okay. From henceforth on the Kpopcast, we will always refer to what was formerly known as backup dancers as dancers or artists.
Yep.
Or performance artists. I don't know.
Down for that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. And on the bridge, really the post bridge part where we saw it in one of the teasers, like you've got, that's where it sells. That's where the backup dancers sell. Yeah, they do the, what is it? I can't. Don't even look at me on the stream.
Yes, but, everyone look at Peter.
No. But they sort of tut out in a sequence, and it takes full advantage of what I guess would traditionally be formation changes, where you've got like a fanning from center to outer parts of the team. You've got that in the post bridge in the song.
Yeah, that part hit me like a ton of bricks. That part and the like both of those parts were just so good.
Yeah, because I mean, we're used to seeing just when we're getting used to the voguing, like both the audio and the choreo switches it up to something really sharp and like hip hop focus, like tutting. And then when the beat slows down a little bit, we get the rounded ballet arms. Mm-hmm. Flower formation. So there's complexity, there's layers to this choreo. Layers.
So let's call out maybe some of our listeners who had thoughts about this song. So on Twitter, a dark potato or at lol, oh my gosh, I need to zoom in. What
lol Miquette
said, Vogue never felt more threatened than this. Oh my gosh. We've been talking about Vogue throughout all of this. Yeah. True that.
And then the same person, Lol Maquette, posted again. What platform is this that they're posting on?
I don't know.
What is this? Apparently the dancers had a hard time with the dance, but kept a good attitude, and it helped Chung Ha. Oh, little behind the scenes, heartwarming story.
Yeah, plug, by the way, you guys can join us on our Slack where you can talk about these episodes with us. You can also engage with us on Twitter, where we love to hear from you guys and incorporate your comments here into the show.
Before I forget.
Yeah.
When are Chung Ha and Taemin going to collaborate? I need that in my life. And this video that Chung Ha did just showed me that she and Taemin are converging on the same territory, the same path to world domination and greatness. And I just...
You know what, Stephanie? I'm not ready for that. Like,
I don't know if I'm ready, but I need it.
Once that happens,
so perfect.
When that happens, K-pop will end, because how can you do anything after that Because like if Taemin and Chung Ha to come together, maybe with some ad-libs from Seoyeon, like there's just nothing more you could ever do in K-pop, because that will be the pinnacle
We'll have reached
of our artistic achievement, and there's
ultimate.
just nothing more that anyone could ever do.
That's true. Okay,
So
all right.
I'm gonna say like I'm not
You've
ready.
convinced me that we should push it out a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like again, like
I'm not
maybe
ready to
when
say goodbye to K-pop.
when I'm ready to retire, then I'll accept it, but just not yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see Taemin dance to this song.
Yes.
He could do it.
Yes.
They have similar like dancing styles. Like they know to like get flowy and just relax. Like they can do all the moves without feeling like there's any effort. And then they can get sharp and tight and fast. It would be awesome to see them together.
Yeah. I mean, look, you said at the beginning here, Stephanie, like Chung Ha, she is so good to incorporate all these different dance styles into a cohesive thing that doesn't feel borrowed or like, I mean, so often we see like concept changes by other groups or artists.
A caricature.
Right. I mean, it's done like in a very tokenized way, or just like, oh, I just need to introduce.
Senorita.
Anyway, like they do it in a way just because like I need to just do a new concept and here or whatever. And people who follow K-pop don't know the intricacies or don't have the technical eye to appreciate the original concept. Meanwhile, Chung Ha's like, nope, like, let me show you, like, you know, why these foundations matter. And I think both Chung Ha and Taemin, perhaps why it was so hard for these dancers and artists dancing along with Chung Ha is because a lot of it depends on so much of the core, the understanding how wherever you have a action in a movement, you have a reaction elsewhere in your body, and how you capitalize off of those things for a very fluid movement. So yeah, I mean the bar is quite high when it comes to dancing on this and others.
All right, the last piece is the audio. What do you think about it, Peter?
We said it earlier, 90s house music, right? Like, I'm thinking of, you guys have ever listened to Moby? Like, early Moby.
Throwback.
Or,
barely.
Basement Jacks.
Yeah, Basement Jacks.
I mean, but again, they're early stuff, the 90s stuff.
Oh.
Not post 2000 stuff. Like,
I don't
they're
know.
really based in the house sound. Like, just Google like 90s house music. You listen to that beat, and like the pulse throughout, and then usually with some sort of more disco influenced vocals.
Yeah.
That's 90s house music, and you get that with this song. Like it feels retro again. Like the beat, the concept feels very retro. It's not over your top retro, but it feels very inspired by that.
Totally.
That you hear in this. And I mean, I don't have a whole lot, honestly, to say about the music other than love the beat and the post-bridge breakdown. I can't get... That's my favorite part of this song. Both
Break it down.
The breakdown. Where she's not singing and all you have is just the instrumental.
Ooh, the harp. The harp is so pretty.
Yeah, why don't you talk about that?
I mean, the song starts off with a harp plucking riff, and that along with seeing from far away Chung Ha emerging from the center of a flower, it just is a complete package for me. So on top of the house vibes and the driving bass beat, to have the harp on top, it's icing on the cake.
Yeah. I mean, I love the verses too. Sorry, were you gonna say something, Amber?
Go for it.
I love the verses too, just because Chung Ha's voice, like, everyone in K-pop is a good singer, but
are they?
Well, let me just put it this way: Chung Ha's vocals need no assistance, and that comes really clear in the verses where there's there's no audio filters on her voice. She doesn't rely on auto-tune. She doesn't need to rely on as much stacking, so it gets more of that reverberary chorus-like effect where you've got a lot of vocals saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got power behind her voice, so it's always a treat.
And again, just like with the dancing, her vocals are super powerful. She's hitting these high notes, but makes it seem effortless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, she's not straining. She's not overly like wobbling her voice. She just hits it and goes on to the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's power behind that voice.
From such a little person.
Yeah, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
So cute.
I guess my one critique is that the chorus itself was mediocre. Again, like what actually was more of an earworm for me was that post-bridge instrumental.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But like the chorus is okay, but
it's pretty good, but it's not. Yeah, what really drew me in about the song, I really like the drop, and when I don't know that much about the terminology, but the end of the drop, the a, and then it comes back into the hook, like that just like killed me. But then the actual, like, I mean, she nails it. The like stay tonight. I can't do it, but like she really kills that part. But it's not. It just doesn't pop. Yeah, in the same way for me.
It's not sticking in my head as
not
much
like,
as.
Yeah. A lot of thematic overlap with
snapping,
that one.
snapping.
Yeah. And that one too. Really good at building that tension. I guess that's where they did have an effect. Now that I think about it, like, that was more of a turntable slowing down effect. But yeah, and then the way it then transitioned into what you were saying, Amr, like the build again, that was great. Okay. We should read out some comments from our listeners. So
yeah, Amr, you want to do that part?
Sure. Let's see. The listener feedback part?
Yeah.
So we got one comment, or should I do the poll first?
The poll.
So we asked you all, the good citizens of Twitter, whether this song was Daebak or not. And what we heard was 87.5% Daebak.
Hey!
Totally Daebak is what they said. With multiple exclamation marks.
That's right.
And the heart face.
Yeah.
And we got another comment, I think from the live stream, from Lal Maquette, saying that the song is "It's Like Gotta Go," and I gotta agree. There's a lot of overlap for sure.
Simple.
I think "Gotta Go" had more tension though, more sexual tension than this song.
You need to go back and watch it again.
Like, she's torn, right? In this one, there's no.
She's just like just come on, take me. You know?
Yeah, no concerns. No issues.
No qualms.
Yeah.
She had another drink and then it's all over.
Yeah, Gotta Go is like 2-3 drinks in. This is like 6 drinks in.
6 drinks in, whatever. It's
I guess what I want to ask then, what is the main single? Like, what is the story going to be at that point?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Regrets. Hate you. Kicking someone out.
Right. Escape in the night, leave before.
Early in the morning.
Right.
Okay, we should.
We have one last comment from Gauntlet X. It slaps with a Z.
Hey.
Yeah, can't deny that.
So true.
And it looks like Gauntlet X also said, I don't know about you, but RM and Top is my dream collab. When we're talking about Taemin and Chung Ha. That'd be good.
I know both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd be down.
Yeah. Real quick, my dream collab is TOP and just a bunch of sexy girls, and it's called Girls on Top.
Dude. Please.
Okay, moving along.
No more.
So good. So good.
Peter.
Sorry, Stephanie. Our moving on to our final scores. What's this song taking into the audio, the message, the lyrics, the concept, the choreography, the singing, and Chung Ha and the sparkles? Was this song?
Daebak or not?
Amr.
Hella Daybach. Definitely Daybach. Yeah, she is like coming into her own. I'm so glad that she keeps putting stuff out because she really started popping off last year, as far as I know. I mean, Gotta Go was January of 2019, which is hard to imagine. It seems like it's way older than that. So I'm really excited to see her keep coming out with more stuff. I love her style. I like it's it's like highbrow, but it's also slaps. Yeah, I'm into it.
Woo! It
This
is
is
a
where. Go ahead.
no. Finish.
Is this where I give the actual scores, or do we just do the day
No,
by
yeah, no,
day?
just yeah.
Okay,
That
yeah.
was
All right,
your review.
go ahead.
All right, it is 완전 진짜 대박 for me. Like Chung Ha is the queen, she's the goddess, and like there's nothing more to say. Like I was a bit nervous that she wouldn't be able to top her releases from last year. And I won't say that she topped them, but this is no slump. This is like continuing to kill the game and just being like so far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely Tewak for me as well for all the reasons that we have described. When I think of Boa, when I think of
Boa,
Jolin Sai, actually, if anyone knows Taiwanese pop, I mean, this feels right up in there.
Yes,
for that sort
I had flashbacks of Boa like watching this video.
Yeah, yeah. So if you dig these last couple of concepts from Chung Ha, I really recommend checking out both of their artists. If you're new to K-pop, like go dive back into those discographies of those artists. Although Jolin Sai, I guess she's Taiwanese pop, but yeah, there should be a collab there.
I'd like that.
Taiwanese K-pop, maybe something with a Japanese idol. I don't know. Namiyamuro. Okay.
Yeah, Namiyamuro.
That would be a good compliment, I think, maybe to that sound.
Agreed.
Do you want to close this out, Stephanie?
Sure. All right. Signing off. Let our listeners know where they can find you on Twitter or how they can get in touch with you. Okay. Signing off. Let our listeners know where they can find you online.
I am on the Kpopcast Slack at Gee Dragon.
I'm on Twitter at sparker2.
And I'm at DJ Peter Lowe. You can follow me for fun live streams and DJ mix sets because no one is clubbing anymore. So people have to bear with a non-club format of K-pop music mixing. And don't forget to chat with all of the Kpopcast crew on the Kpopcast on Twitter.
You can also find us on our official Kpopcast Slack. Look for the link in the description of this video.
Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share with all your friends and family.
All right, that's it for this episode. Let's turn over to see what people on live stream world are looking at. How do I pull that up?
You got the link?
I don't know. I think I just have to go to each of our social properties and maybe I'll look at it here on my phone. What are people saying?
Someone said, I think this is when we were doing Daybach or not. Someone said, lol, who said it with them?
Well, who said what?
He said lol, or the person said, lol, who said it with them?
They're talking about you?
I think it was when we said Daybach or not.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any other comments. Maybe not. And okay, we need to. Oh, here, I've got something.
Oh, that's Michaela.
Michaela, why are you not joining us on this episode recording?
I was wondering where all the comments were coming from.
Where is this thing? I'm trying to see because there's a way I actually can show on the live stream the chat comments. Or maybe not.
we do have to hop off.
Okay. I'll let you guys
Soon.
go. Is there any,
All right.
just so we have like the post music banter, is there anything else that you wanted to say on Chung Ha or loosely on the concept?
Huge reason I'm into K-pop is because of Chung Ha. I was just totally destroyed by Gotta Go and couldn't get that out of my head. And then Stephanie learned like the choreo for the first half of the song, and we've been imitating that shit. We even watched like clips of other K-pop stars and actors and actresses pretending to do the dance or trying to do the dance, like compilation videos of that. And I've always had her in my head like equal to BTS in terms of just like impact on the K-pop scene.
Well, we need to see the Kpopcast stars, Amr and Stephanie, dance it together.
I was like, why did you say that? Yeah, Amr in front.
That's my best attempt.
No. I'll be a co-dancer. Amr will be in front.
Well,
It's a
you heard
great
from Chung
karaoke
Ha.
song.
They're all equal parts, Stephanie.
Yes, we're all, but I'll be in the back.
That's right.
I'll be equal in the back. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we gotta go.
Okay,
Yo,
all right.
bye,
We
guys.
for real gotta go.
Bye, Peter.